Today I'm going to share a product that's been out for quite some time that I use that gives me the sense that there is something there. It feels good, it works well. Not only does it have the sunblock and it has a bit of abrasion resistance, but antimicrobial properties, so it keeps it clean and germ-free, so to speak, inside. So I'll show you how I prep and then what I use and how I get it onto the surfaces. So let's get started. Lots of hard surfaces, leather, plastic, you name it, and on top of it, it's black. So it really gets hot. It really takes a beating from the sun's rays when it's out there. So we want to clean things up, all the hard surfaces, and I'll show you what I use and how I use them, cleaning it up and protecting the interior here. And then we can finally get out and enjoy with a peace of mind that there's a bit of protection and some cleanliness and a nice fresh feeling for this interior. First up, prep. Cleaning things up, getting it ready after a season of being stored. I'm going to use the Typhon Interior Cleaner Odor Neutralizer concentrate from Phoenix EOD for absolutely everything. You clean the vinyl, leather, plastics, all hard surfaces, and even the rug and Alcantara and any other upholstery material. And along with it, a detailing brush. I don't need really anything aggressive to scrub the leather. It's just going to be a little bit of body oil, so we'll use microfiber. I have a couple old microfiber towels for that. And then before we get started, I like to blow the light dust, pollen, anything loose that I can blow out onto the floor to vac up later, especially getting in between the stitches of the sections of the seat. Is when you get in and out, they rub together, and the grittiness can cause some extra wear and tear. So that's actually the first thing we're going to do. Let's get started. All right, you could use an air chuck. You can use a leaf blower, anything that gives you the power from forced air. I'll just use this Adams Polish's mini shop blower here. It has the crevice tool where I can get in between the seats. I'm going to also use it, spread apart the sections of the seat and get the grittiness out from in and around the stitches, and just blow all of that grittiness, dirt, pollen to the carpet down to the lowest point where I can vac it later. Next step, I'm going to grab the Typhon from Phoenix EOD and a microfiber, and I'm just going to mist it into the towel. It's not going to be soaking wet, just enough to dampen the towel and pick up light dust, particles, pollen. It's not going to be crazy dirty. At most, there's going to be some body oils in some of the areas from getting in and out and sitting in it and driving it. Nothing really crazy to have some aggressive scrubbing tool. And we're just going to go over the surfaces with the misted towel and pick up that debris and just get things nice and fresh in here again. So that's going to be the door panel. It's going to be the dash, the pillars, visor, all the hard surfaces. If you had carbon fiber, some of that in here. If you had wood grain trim, just go over all of it and clean it up and freshen it up. When I get to the seats, because that's probably going to have the heaviest buildup of body oils, armrest, this section here of the seat, I'll probably get a detailing brush, and as you can see, the Typhon lathers up, gives you a nice, satisfying, deep clean to your leather. I just do one section at a time, wipe it off, freshen it up, and move on. Get a little bit more in the brush here, go to the next section. You guys get the idea. I'm sure you know how to clean your interior. There's 100,000 videos on the subject. And this is what we'll do. So I'll use this method on this section of the seats, maybe here in the bolsters, middle center console area where you rest your arms and elbows, and door panel in the same areas. Pull the sections apart so you can get the brush in there and do a deep clean in those, down in the crevices there, especially where the stitching is. And that's a very important area to keep clean. And then to follow up and protect. Okay, that's done. I went ahead and cleaned everything. So nice and fresh, not like it's, you know, not like I ever let it get really dirty in there, but you know, you get that nice, fresh and clean feeling. On a hot day, some back sweat, driving it when it's 92 degrees and 115% humidity, but now it's nice and fresh. Time to protect. All right, now we get to the protectant itself, and believe me, I have tried many, too many to list. And what I have come to like is something that's been out for quite some time, and it does three jobs for me. It has a bit of an abrasion threshold, so to speak. It also has some UV protection. How do you gauge that? It's very hard to gauge that. I can only give you my sense of what is working without some very expensive and sometimes difficult to use and read tools for UV protection. There are some out there in videos, but they are not used properly to begin with, so I digress. The Matte Dash AB-C6TRA, it's a matte dash protectant. So that means it is a protectant that doesn't go on glossy and stay glossy. Everything looks natural. It doesn't make the interior look darker and richer. I want my interior to be looking like new and clean and exactly like it should be. I don't want anything to change. I don't want the shade to change. I don't want it to be glossy. I don't want it to be slippery. This gives me exactly what I want. And it's easy to use. All you're going to need for this, my good friends, is another clean microfiber towel. And you can either get a foam applicator, micro suede, microfiber, it doesn't matter. As long as you get it on there and spread it out evenly, and then follow up with a microfiber to, you know, get any high spots. Not that there's going to be high spots, but any buildup of product anywhere. And another tip I can tell you, having used this quite a bit, is the formula can separate inside. So before each spray into your microfiber, shake it up vigorously, and that is before every single spray. And what I do is, first I will prime the microfiber like that. Feels a little bit damp. From there on, every application is going to be 1, 2, and I'll shake it right before I do that. And another thing, because of the rich formula, these have a tendency to clog up. So all you do from top to bottom, every single hard surface, plastic, vinyl, rubber, leather, you name it, we're simply going to spread it out onto the surface. And what I'll do is kind of one section at a time, making sure I'm getting this on there evenly. Get another mist of the product onto my applicator, spread out some more. Come in with the microfiber. Now you will feel the microfiber gliding over the surface the plastic or the vinyl or the leather will feel a little bit more slicker, but to the touch, guys, it feels natural. As you can see, it's not changing the sheen or the darkness of the plastic. It's staying exactly the same as it should be from factory. Come in, buff off any remaining extras or any droplets. And just that quick, your door panel and everything there is protected. And you move on. Dash, A-pillars, center console, everything. Doesn't hurt to get the product on smooth plastic surfaces, textured. Even if you accidentally get it on your infotainment center and your plastic clear covers on the gauges and the cluster, it won't hurt it. This dash is so large and long, 28 Yingling loggers. Later we'll have this entire dash protected. Just be patient. Take your time. What's the rush? And get it on there evenly. Follow up with the dry microfiber. And what I'm going to do, fellers, is 2 coats, and they're going to be back to back. I'm not waiting any window of time like 2 hours in between. It's just going to be when I'm finished over here, right back over to the passenger side for its second coat. For the seats, and especially up here, up towards the top where it really gets hit hard with the sun, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 sprays into the towel. I'm going to lay it on there thick. That's not going to hurt it because we're going to follow up with the dry microfiber, mop up any excess, and move on coming down the seat. Follow up with the dry microfiber. Easy as that. Better than new. The shop manager can lay down and rest easy and take a nap. Like I said, just you get a nice fresh feeling. Everything looks better than new. It doesn't have a glossy finish to it. It doesn't look 20 shades darker. It just gives me what I want. It gives me the feeling. Out of all the interior protectants, I don't want the buildup of SiO2. It's not an SiO2 product. I don't want to build up of that every time I protect it. I don't want it to turn it, you know, a real dark, rich black. That's not the shade it came in. And I definitely do not want it glossy. That is going to do it for this video, guys. Not a sponsored video, no affiliate links. I'll tell you now, you can get it just about anywhere. Look on Amazon for the matte dash. For the Phoenix products, the cleaner that we use to prep the surface, phoenixeod.com. And that'll do it.